Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting in the American League Central, the Kansas City Royals combined for 10 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Indians 3-1. The Minnesota Twins launched 3 home runs as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 5-3. The Tigers totaled 11 hits as a team as they defeated the A's in Oakland 6-2. The Chi Sox only allowed 2 hits in the game as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 3-0. The New York Yankees combined to give up just 5 hits as they defeated the Rays in extra innings 5-4. The Orioles smacked 15 team hits as they beat the visiting Red Sox 11-6. Christian Walker was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs as the Rangers pulled away from the Angels 6-4. His modest hitting streak was also extended to 5 straight games. The Mariners hit 3 long balls as they got the home victory against the Astros 10-8. Jordan Zimmermann got the W and now has 5 this year as the Nationals took care of the Padres 1-0. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Cincinnati Reds cracked 16 hits on the day as they beat the Braves in walk-off fashion 4-3. The Milwaukee Brewers went deep 4 times as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 8-3. The Pirates had 12 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Marlins 5-3. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The Cardinals allowed 5 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 2-1. The Dodgers grabbed 13 hits in the game as they toppled the Rockies 11-3. They now have 5 straight wins. The Arizona Diamondbacks cracked 14 hits overall as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 6-2. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.
Afternoon baseball now on a fine Sunday from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Cleveland Indians and the Kansas City Royals. Royals baseball starts right now. Jason Vargas, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, if you take a look at that whip, you can see he's been struggling all year long. A lot of base runners.
Jason Kipnis makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Second baseman, number 24.
Swung on and chopped up the middle. Infante barehands it. It's in time.
Oh, what a play.
With that, here's a look at Terry Francona's Tribe starting nine. EK, any thoughts?
Well, guys, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. He is such a clutch hitter for this ball club. His average with runners in scoring position is up over 400 on the year, so expect him to cash in if he gets a chance.
Vargas into the windup. Here it comes on 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's gonna give this guy anything he can pull.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Well, Matt, Drummond is a really well-respected umpire. Pretty rare that anyone has a major beef with the way he calls the strike zone.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Escobar fields it cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for Kansas City. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, out there at first base, Eric Hosmer. He won the 2015 Gold Glove Award, but he's not known just for being a great defensive player. Runs the bases well, swings the bat, just comes out and grinds every single game. We'll see what he does in this one.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Zach McAllister, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, hitters have a batting average against of close to 300 against him, so he's going to have to make some adjustments if he hopes to be successful.
Gerard Dyson comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder, Gerard Dyson.
Towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out. And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, guys, Sal Perez is definitely a guy to watch right now. He hasn't been missing much lately, hitting 3 home runs over the last 10 ball games. Not an eye-popping statistic, but still a good indication that he's been in a groove at the plate.
First pitch on its way. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one. Eric, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, it was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
And that includes losses in the first 2 games of this series, so they just need to have something positive go their way. Salvaging the finale might just be the thing.
With a moment now, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard-hit balls, so this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. One and 2, here it comes. And a good job there to hold back as the count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Kansas City left fielder. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing for the Royals in the first. After an inning from KC, no score here on the show. Carlos Santana will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. Vargas is ready. Here's the first pitch. And he offers it the circle change and misses 0-1. And he misses with it 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
Ripped down the first base line. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. I mean, this is a fastball right down the middle. And he just smokes this ball, too. But unfortunately, he hits it right at someone. So it becomes a fairly easy out.
Pablo Sandoval will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Check this out on Show Track. It's not a bad first pitch. It's down. It's on the outside part of the plate. Hey, if you can get guys to swing at that, you're going to have a lot of success. Just didn't work out here.
Stepping in now, Koji Ito, and they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down.
Batting 7, shortstop.
Coming to the plate now, Mike Aviles, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little bit here and come through big.
And a strike to even the count, 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1.
You know what? He's starting to skate on some thin ice here, and sooner or later, he's going to have to challenge him.
No score here as we play inning number 2. shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
And you know, guys, if this bat doesn't break, maybe this turns into a double play ball. But with the bat shattering here, just too much going on to even think about, too. So he'll take that sure out at first instead.
Standing in now, Vladimir Valentian, as he'll follow one into the dirt and come up empty for the first strike. He'll check in with an average still south of 230, 7 homers, and 11 RBIs. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
Down the third baseline. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Got him.
No way. That was awesome.
Indians strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Eric Hosmer will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Well, you look at his batting average this season, it's really kind of unexpectedly poor because you know he's a good hitter.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. That's on the corner to put him behind now, 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
Hit hard towards second, but this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean, hammered out there. But he's going to wind up with nothing to show for it.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Chopped foul over towards the dugout.
Salvador Perez is a multiple Gold Glove winner behind the plate, including in 2015, but he can definitely do some damage with the bat as well.
On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting 6th.
Billy Butler gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. KC down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Back now in the Midwest from the city of Fountains, Kansas City, Missouri, all set to go in the top of the third. Wilson Ramos steps in here to start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
Oh, a lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
You can hit the low fastball, but you're not going to hit that one up there. You can just forget about it. You've got to make him bring that thing down.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Kane is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. Happy to have you along here on the show on a fine Sunday afternoon as you take a look at our upcoming schedule for the week to come. Back to the top of the order now, and standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
You know, some of Jason Kipnis' teammates affectionately call him Dirtbag because he has a habit of giving his body up and getting his uniform dirty on every play. And you got to love a guy like that.
Vargas gets the sign, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Just overmatched him there. It's a 1-2 fastball, and This is right by him. Absolutely no contest.
And he'll step out and ask for time. Maybe trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now. Here's Bryce Harper now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. You still come after him now on 2-0?
I think you have to be a little careful, but yeah, I don't think you can just give up on him.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. And he comes back with a pitch right down the middle for strike two.
Hard to believe he let that one go. That was right on a platter for him.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
And let's face it, if you're a finesse guy out there on the mound like he is, and you're going right after guys like he's been doing so far, you're going to give up some hits. You just got to hope that they don't string a few of them together.
Giancarlo Stanton will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
The 1-0 delivery. Boy, in a mid-80s fastball that time, but it's a called strike 1-1.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
Hit hard back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way, uses the big part of the field, and gets himself a base hit.
Here's Carlos Santana now as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
And you can bet they'll pitch him carefully with a couple guys on base.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time he got the call.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Third inning, no score to this point. Swinging a soft liner, leaps and makes a terrific catch, and with that the side is retired. First baseman not normally known as the greatest leapers, but this wasn't too bad. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Mike Moustakas forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. There's a belt high strike to even the count at 1-1. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. And that misses 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Omar Infante, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. And Aviles will throw on to first, and there's one gone.
Batting 8.
Into the box now, Omar Infante. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Yeah, both these two starters are matching each other in the early innings, stride for stride. He's an out away now from a 1-2-3 bottom of the third.
Lorenzo Cain will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
2 out, nobody on. Swing and a line drive, but this will be a foul ball. On the ground up the middle. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single. Gerard Dyson stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. In the dirt, and he can't quite dig it out. He's set. Here it comes. Lays off 1-0. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And he'll just watch the cut fastball here for strike 1. 3-1. Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2.
And even though that runs the count full, you'll at least get the benefit of giving that runner at first a head start here.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. In there, a base hit. They'll try to score that runner from first. He's around third. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Stepping in, Alcides Escobar. He flew out in his last at-bat. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. That's now 7 doubles for him on the season. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Too high. 1-2. And the slurve can't find the zone, and it's 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Harper retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Pablo Sandoval is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Left field and deep. Gordon going back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. The relay. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. So he's into scoring position here on that double that kicks off the 4th inning. And we'll bring up our Indians leaderboard to confirm for you that he currently leads the team in that category.
And guys, that's a bigger deal than people realize. Usually the guy with the most doubles is also leading in other categories like runs or RBIs. He's a big part of their offense.
Koji Ito will get a chance now following the leadoff double.
And being a left-handed hitter, he'll at least have a chance to pull one on the ground. Get that tying run over to third base with just 1 out.
Into the seats, 0-1. Vargas sets. Here it is on 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. No runs, 5 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And you can see our top speeds fairly modest by today's standards, with 93 and 89 being each starter's top speed respectively. Swing and a liner, but this will be foul. 1 out and a runner on second base. Now a pickoff play at second, and the runner will get back standing. And he'll turn and throw back to second again, keeping particularly close tabs on him. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit out towards second, fielded by Infante. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
That's just a textbook case right here. By not advancing the runner on that previous at-bat, that would have been a run. Instead, now you've got 2 outs and a runner only at third.
Vladimir Valentian is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. And he lays off a pitch down and away. Ball 2.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
2-1 pitch as that circle change swung on and missed. 2-2. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More from Kauffman Stadium right after a quick break. Alex Gordon is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with 1 swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Hit high and deep out to left center field. Ito going back on it at the track. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Yeah, jumping on the first pitch of the inning there. Gave it a pretty good ride, but in the end, winds up being a pretty routine first out.
1 away for the Royals here in the 4th. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. And he takes ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
The catcher, number 13.
Salvador Perez stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Cut fastball in there for a called strike. And he falls behind 0-2. Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. First pitch of the at-bat. Fly ball out to right field. Stanton is there, 2 down. Mike Moustakas gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Good cut fastball in there, 1-1.
And we've seen a lot of that pitch here in the first 4 innings, and it's been real effective for him, and that's another example right there.
Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Pulled toward right center field. Ito giving chase. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Royals strand a pair, but they're up 1-0. Wilson Ramos heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Vargas has his target. Here comes the first pitch. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And the leadoff man gone now to start the 5th. Jason Kipnis will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. 1-1. No runs, 5 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. Hot shot to third, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
The left fielder,
Bryce Harper will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. But the runner's back easily. First offering on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
That's a good pitch call right there on that fastball away. That works almost like a pitch out, just in case he's thinking about it over there at first.
Had him out in front there as he takes strike 1 on the circle change. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. Back in standing. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Giancarlo Stanton digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0.
And you wonder if he's feeling just a little bit distracted having that base stealer over there at first base. Sometimes just the threat of a steal can really mess with your head out there.
Drilled right back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So striding in, Carlos Santana, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Out in front of it, strike 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. Our pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Indians. Omar Infante comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
second baseman. Omar Infante.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Kipnis has it, and he's retired here, one away.
The center fielder,
Lorenzo Cain stands in. And couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Just overmatched him there.
Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball. One out, nobody on. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4. Gerard Dyson steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And that misses, ball 1.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. Runners on first with 1 down. Hard hit ball to second. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Pablo Sandoval will start things off as they look to do something here to get on the scoreboard for the first time.
And they've seen some opportunities come and go. They do have 7 hits, so it's not like they haven't had base runners. They just haven't been able to bring those guys in.
And he's set down, 1 away.
Center fielder number 7.
Koji Ito ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up. Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. Line drive to center field, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and standing in is the shortstop, Mike Aviles. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage. And they continue to rack up the hits. That puts runners on first and second now. But as we always say, it's what you do with all those base runners that's important. And so far, they haven't done a whole lot. Just take a look at our score.
Escobar on to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is. Alcides Escobar will stand in here as he'll get things started for the Royals in their half of the 6th. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit to third. On it goes right through him into left field. So with the leadoff man on base, let's take a look at our daily feature here. This date in baseball history. Alex Gordon will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Before the first pitch, a check at first. A dive, but he's back. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Harper has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
And really, from what we've seen here so far this afternoon, balls just don't seem to have a whole lot of carry to them, and this was another example right there.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Ground ball left side. Oh, in trouble for Sandoval. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Salvador Perez is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
This guy's been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he faced, and we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. Billy Butler strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. And that's dead center for strike 1. Lays off the circle change there, a ball and a strike. 2 men are on with 2 men out. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. And that's by him down the line in right field toward the corner. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game. Big spot here. Runners at the corners, 2 gone. And standing in, the left-handed hitting third baseman, Mike Moustakas. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. And the Royals have opened this up now to 5-0.
Your attention.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Austin Adams will be the new pitcher. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Wilson Ramos is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this lead off that bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
No reason not to go for broke now. What do you got to lose?
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Now his cushion out there has gone from a 1-run lead to a 5-run lead, so he can afford to go right after these guys, and he did so right there to get that first out of the inning.
Liner toward right center, and that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. Around first, on his way to second now, and he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far. And you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
Runner's back. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. Infante's there. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2. Giancarlo Stanton will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And there's ball 1.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
1-1. Here it is. And this one is past him, and that could be a run. And the recovery will be in time. He's out at the plate. And a costly decision to try for it. Lorenzo Cain steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball 1.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention, especially when it's on the inner half.
Chopped weakly to the left. Sandoval charging this one. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Gerard Dyson gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. The set and the 1-0 pitch. And he misses low with it, 2-0. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Striding into the box, Alcides Escobar. He singled his last time up. Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0.
You know, looking back at Escobar's production in the 2015 ALCS, it's a pretty good reason he was named MVP of that series. He hit a blistering .478. That's called carrying a ball club.
Here it comes, 1-0. Runners off for second. Lifted in the air out to right. Stanton is out near the wall as he pulls it in for the second out. Alex Gordon will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole. Hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. Fastball in the dirt, and that's going to get away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. And there now is Giancarlo Stanton. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Maybe a leadoff base runner could get them going and give them a chance. They need to start making a move if they have any hope of getting back in this one.
The windup and the 0-1. Good arm action on the circle change, swung on and missed. 0-2.
Yeah, he was trying to do something dramatic right there, but when you think about it, at this point in the ball game, all you need is base runners.
And another foul ball. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Stanton is retired, and there's one away.
The first baseman,
Carlos Santana stands in, trying to change his evil ways here. Hitless in the ballgame so far.
Oh, I see what you did there, Matty. That's nice. No way you just came up with that on your own.
He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
The batter, number 48,
Pablo Sandoval will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Left side. Moustakas is there. Throw on to first is in time to get Sandoval, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting,
Koji Ito steps in. Got a base hit in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And that's a fair ball. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. 1 left for the Tribe. Need to get it going soon. Eric Hosmer will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Now to the plate, Salvador Perez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. In there at the knees, strike 1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Billy Butler stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Harper on the run. And that ends the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3. Mike Aviles will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Swing and a shot back up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single. Vladimir Valentian will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Wilson Ramos will stand in now. And, hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Now with 2 on and nobody out, it's looking like this scoreless string could be in some jeopardy.
1-0 pitch is a circle change. It runs outside 2-0.
And now at the plate with a 2-0 count, it's not just, hey, this has to be a strike. You've got to look for one pitch in one location and then let it rip.
Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball.
This inning just keeps getting worse and worse. Now, 2 men are in scoring position following the pass ball, and still nobody out. They're in a position to maybe make this a big inning.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Jason Kipnis will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, the team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Squeeze was on, but this one will get fouled. Bases loaded here, nobody out. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Yeah, and he didn't want that one to be in the strike zone. Even with the bases loaded, this is still a strikeout situation, remember.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. On to first, and that takes care of Kipnis, a double play. Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that slow walk to the mound. And a change is in the offing, and that's going to do it for Jason Vargas. Wade Davis will get the call here as he'll try to work the final third of an inning in the top of inning number 9. Bryce Harper is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Starting to look like not only are they not going to walk him, but they're indeed going to challenge him.
And we've seen that mentality backfire many a time before. But you got to give him a little bit of credit on the mound.
Throw on to first, and the ball game is over. One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he only had one hit, but he definitely made it count. A big home run that turned out to be the decisive blow in the ballgame.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Royals come out on top, 5-1. So long from Kansas City.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Kansas City Royals. 5 runs. They left